Nature is forever evolving and adapting, with new, exciting discoveries being made all of the time. The Galactic Hub Exobiology Core, or GHEC, are pioneers in cataloguing new and exciting species of flora and fauna, allocating each a specific classification based on certain biological characteristics. Their detailed archives contain thousands of discoveries made within the boundaries of Galactic Hub space, and of all of the fauna they have documented, none are as elusive or as ancient as the Shaihuluda. In this episode, we will explore some variations of these enormous sandworm creatures, as well as investigating their deep connection with the planets they inhabit. Welcome to an interloper's guide to the Shaihuluda. This is Yudoncehla 11, a radioactive planet found within the Nugstor adjunct region of Galactic Hub space. Its contaminated dusty plains are home to 8 species of fauna, including its very own species of Shaihuluda, first documented by the GHEC director, Phaedrus29. So far, 9 classes of Shaihuluda have been identified, and of these classes, Yudoncehla falls under the rather grand classification of Wormlord. Shaihuluda found within this category share one trait, being the only known species capable of producing a unique low-frequency humming, barely registerable even on the most sensitive of instruments. Xenobiologists have suggested that these frequencies could enable the Wormlords to communicate with other Shaihuluda within their planetary system, or even within the wider reaches of space. Although all Wormlords share this behaviour, not all of them share their appearance with Yudoncehla's Shaihuluda. Its jaw is made up of 3 stubby mouth parts, giving it the official classification of stubby-headed Wormlord. The species has a very particular diet consisting exclusively of pugnium-rich sentinel walkers. Excessive feeding has resulted in the planet's sentinel population being all but wiped out, leaving the Shaihuluda with very little food. In response, this Wormlord appears to have entered a dormant stage, barely surfacing from its underground abode. Scientists speculate that this could be a clever tactic aimed at luring sentinels back to Yudoncehla once more, so that the creature can continue to feed. Within the Euclid Nebula of Galactic Hub space, another radioactive planet plays host to the Shaihuluda. This is Oyceroc, locally referred to as the Rupshi System's radioactive abomination. Though its atmosphere is highly ionized, it supports a surprising number of animal species, each specially adapted to survive the planet's extreme conditions. Among them is Oyceroc Shaihuluda, first documented by the Galactic Hub researcher Carolus Magnus 01. Of the 9 classifications of Sandworm, Oyceroc Shaihuluda is best described as an immortal worm. To understand this classification, we must first understand the archaic meanings of the words immortal and worm. In ancient tongue, immortal was a title given to guards and protectors of precious things. The immortal worm Oyceroc does indeed fill this role, protecting the planet and its unique animal species from detection by outside sources. It achieves this through its diet, consuming planetary beacons and any other device that could broadcast the planet's location, allowing its species to thrive uninterrupted for millennia. The second word of this Shaihuluda's classification, worm, historically referred to a mythical dragon-like reptile. In the case of Oyceroc Sandworm, This perfectly describes its head shape, which is similar in appearance to dragons of old myth. It is known that Shaihuluda seem to thrive in radioactive environments, though these are not the only planets in which they can be found. Returning to the Nugstor adjunct region of hub space, we turn our attention to the blighted planet Ronforri Prime. Its toxic soil is home to a large mycelium network that covers the entirety of the planet, made evident by the abundance of mushrooms growing on its surface. The Shaihuluda inhabiting this planet was documented first by Phaedrus 29 and is classed as a Gargantuan due to its immense size. The planet's loose soil aids the sandworm's progress deep underground as it burrows to depths of up to 127 kilo units. Here it gains access to rich mineral deposits that make up the entirety of its diet. A large glowing eye covers 60% of the creature's head, helping it to locate these minerals through the persistent gloom underground. So far in this episode, the Shaihuluda's presence has been beneficial to the environments they inhabit. This, however, cannot be said for Ronforri Prime's glowing eye Gargantuan. Its deep burrowing, facilitated by bony spikes that line the sides of its body, create vast chambers underground. Over time, the sodden soil has begun to recede into these crevasses, creating unstable ground on the planet's surface, destroying the mycelium network running below. This activity continues to reshape Ronforri Prime's landscape, and the effect this will have on the future of its native animal species requires further study still. As well as being equipped to thrive in radioactive and toxic environments, Shaihuluda are also adept at surviving in extreme heat. This is the Anzakai System's lava planet, Newtown, found within the Savanex instability of hub space. Its unique, superheated landscape is home to 13 animal species, including a Shaihuluda first documented by the GHEC researcher Glitterbead. Of all classes of Shaihuluda currently documented, Newtown's is categorized as an unstoppable nematode. This classification is given only to the hardiest of Shaihuluda, as they are capable of withstanding the most extreme environments and obstacles. Where others of the species may avoid layers of hard rock and magma, an unstoppable nematode can burrow straight through, experiencing very little resistance. Newtown Shaihuluda holds the record for the shallowest burrower so far discovered by the Galactic Hub. On average, it is never seen burrowing any deeper than 10.5 kilo units. Many tiny legs help propel the creature just beneath the surface of the planet as it seeks out its sentinel prey. As is the case with the wormlord Yudoncehla, immoderate feeding has resulted in a dip in available sentinels for consumption. Instead of entering a dormant phase, the unstoppable nematode migrates, moving around the planet to give sentinel forces a chance to regroup before it returns to feed. Of all biomes favoured by the Shaihuluda, the rainy planet Tigonn Minor 5 is an unusual choice for a species that seems to prefer extreme environments. Its lush orange and green grasslands maintain a comfortable temperature all year round, interrupted only by occasional mild rainstorms. This is the planet Shaihuluda, a ceaseless burrower first documented by the GHEC researcher Immortal. The ceaseless burrower class are rarely seen above ground, as they spend the majority of their time burrowing beneath the planet's surface, a characteristic that helped them earn their name. Tigonn Minor supports 14 animal species, the largest of which serves as the Shaihuluda's main source of food. Its lips contain highly sensitive taste receptors that enable it to locate its prey from deep underground by analysing the taste of the soil. At first glance, this feeding behaviour may be seen as a detriment to the planet. However, the Shaihuluda helps to keep the ever-expanding population of Jacklacum in check, maintaining the ecosystem's delicate balance. If there is one thing that all Shaihuluda have in common, it is their continuing ability to astound us. Their presence, though not always beneficial to their environment, remains an awe-inspiring experience to all lucky enough to witness their passing majesty. We hope you have enjoyed this documentary. Remember to subscribe to support the crew on the next adventure and hit the notification button so you don't miss the next installment of an interloper's guide to the Shaihuluda. Thank you for watching, have fun, stay safe, and most importantly, be curious.